Hi guys, and welcome back. Today you might hear a little extra background noise because we just got two kittens. They are very tiny and very crazy. Now I don't know about you guys, but this girl is super stoked for it to be fall. I know it's not actually fall yet, but every fall color, it's my jam. So today, in honor of it almost being fall, I'll be testing a couple of items from the Desi and Katy Dose of Colors collection. Now I think their Dose of Colors collection actually has 8 items and I only have 3. I didn't really think it was fair for me to test items that I knew right off the bat were probably not made for me, realistically. As I'm sure you can tell already, I am super pale, and they brought out a bunch of nude lipsticks, liquid lipsticks, and 2 highlighters, all of which are really not made for pale skin, and that's okay. You know, the video where they finally announced the collaboration that they were doing, they were saying that they were trying to make products like, especially the lipsticks, they were trying to make the nude lipsticks to suit their skin tones and their undertones. So I honestly didn't feel like it was fair for me to test nude lipsticks when, one, they're not going to be a nude on me. They're definitely going to be darker than intended. And 2, they're not meant for my skin tone. So just like with the highlighters, I'm probably not going to be able to wear them except maybe with a light hand. Even then, I don't know. So, didn't get those. I didn't feel like I would be able to give it a fair review. So, we're just going to be testing 3 products today. First off, I'm going to be starting with the eyes, and I'm testing their 4-pan eyeshadow palette with Noli, Suze, Harpoon, and Turboson. I actually am really excited for this, not just because of the shadow palette itself, but because I'm pretty sure, and I'm going to cross my fingers for this, I will be able to use this lightest color, Suze, as a highlighter. So we're kind of getting a 2-for-1 deal here with this palette. The palette itself comes with this handy little guide. When I was watching their video when they announced all of this, I was like, you know, I'm not actually going to remember these shades that are supposed to be used wet and dry. But thankfully, they came with a little card and it tells you which ones are meant to be used wet and which ones are meant to be used dry. Before I get to their palette though, I'm actually going to go in with the Jaclyn Hill and Morphe palette to lay down a couple of transition shades to help these colors along. The palette that they designed has 4 shimmer shades, so they're really not meant to be layered with each other. Like, I'm not sure that they're meant to be one entire look in itself, you know? So first of all, I'm going to take this shade right here in that Jaclyn Hill and Morphe palette and start running this all over the crease and kind of up to the brow bone. Say hi! Here's one of the troublemakers now. Just knocked over a bunch of makeup. And here's the other troublemaker who followed along. Yes, you. Next, I'm going into the color right below the one that I used just to define the crease a little bit more. And lastly, I'm going to take this shade right here on the end with a more precise brush and get it just in the deepest parts of the crease for a little more dimension. I'm using that one. I'm sure by this point you guys have seen this packaging. It is gorgeous. It is some of the prettiest packaging I think I've seen on any cosmetic item in a long time, so props to them for this beautiful packaging. And I think what I want to do is I want to use Noli like they did in their demo video. And Noli is not a wet shade, so we don't have to wet this brush. I think I might just use my finger then. So let's just go in with my finger. Oh my gosh, this is so pigmented. And just tap this all over the lid. Okay, so I went ahead and finished off the lower lash line just like I did on the top, and that shade, Noli, is just absolutely gorgeous. It is a wonderful bronze shade, and I know that's what they were going for. They were looking to make the perfect bronze shade, and I think they did an amazing job. It does have a little bit of fallout. You know, I'm not sure if I just took too much on my finger or if I was too heavy-handed. I don't know. But there was quite a bit of fallout under my eyes. I was able to sweep it away, so it's not a big deal. It didn't stain my face or anything. But, you know, it is something kind of to be aware of. The next color I want to go into is Sue's, and it's this one right here in the corner. This one is designed to be wet. It does say for maximum color payoff to use your finger, but I'm going to use a brush and some Fix Plus to wet the brush because I want to do this on the inner corner of my eye, and I don't really want to use my finger there. Now that I have a wet brush, let's go in. This is really creamy. And just tap that on the inner corner. Okay, they weren't kidding when they said just use your fingers because the brush didn't do squat. So let's just tap in. Oh man, there we go. Okay, fingers are definitely better with this. Sue's is a very gold color. It's described as like a champagne, but it's definitely leans more gold. So I had to go with a really light hand, but this does work as a highlight. So if you have fair skin, like fair light skin, and there others you highlight are too dark for you, this one might be okay. Like, I did it really light and really like diffused it with a clean finger, but I like where this is going. I finished off my eyes with a quick coat of mascara, so now it's time to get to the lips. I got their lip gloss, the over-the-top lip gloss, and because I didn't feel like I would be able to give a fair review of the nude shades, I went and bought the Vampy Sauvage shade. This is, I'm pretty sure, one of the darkest shades I have ever tried on my lips. The packaging for Sauvage is just like all the other packaging, so it's a little deceiving because it comes with this little rose gold cap and this matte kind of nude tube. When you open it up though, surprise! It's like this super rich berry hue. So this is a liquid lipstick. I am going to try it out. I don't normally wear super dark shades because I am so fair. It's definitely a special occasion when I put one on, but we're going to try this out for science and see how this goes. Alright, so this is what Sauvage looks like on the lips. Definitely a color way better suited for darker skin tones, but you know, I know this is definitely not like an everyday shade for me, but I do like it. It is a beautiful deep color. I feel like in the viewfinder it almost looks black, and it's not. It's like the deepest berry slash eggplant shade you've ever seen. Now that we've tried Sauvage, let's get to my favorite item in this whole collection, which is the over the top lip gloss. The container is exactly the same as Sauvage, except it's a clear tube with the same cap. So you're actually getting to see this beautiful gold flecked lip gloss. Oh, I'm so excited. I really don't want to get this wand like purple, but I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna go ahead and literally put this over the top of Sauvage and we'll see how it transforms it. The lip gloss is definitely not as viscous as I thought it would be. It's not like a loose gloss. It's really kind of a thick consistency, which isn't bad, but I was right because it did get the lip gloss applicator purple because of the purple that was already on my lips. Aside from that though, I think this looks beautiful, especially on top of this lip color, and I kind of feel like this is what I was expecting the Ciate Glitter Flip liquid lipsticks to look like when they transformed. So you can definitely tell with this collection that they put a lot of thought into everything, from the shades to the packaging to the formulations. It's all very high quality. There's nothing like inherently wrong with it. I think if your skin tone is like light medium and darker, this whole collection is just going to look absolutely stunning on you. Like, you're going to be the most bronzed, glowing, beautiful goddess that ever walked this earth. But the ones that I did try, again, I think this is a little dark for me, but the gloss I love. I'll probably get a second one because I actually love it that much. And the shadow palette I thought was actually really innovative. The palette itself really isn't meant to be like an all-in-one, like a look in a palette. It's kind of meant to complement shades that you have in your own arsenal right now. So you probably wouldn't want to wear all 4 shimmer shades together unless you just really, that was what you were going for. But I think that they complement other palettes really well. Like, I felt like Sue's and Noli, which were the 2 that I tried out, really complemented the Jaclyn Hill palette really well. And, if you just have a couple of matte shades that are your tried and true favorites, ones that you really love, I'm sure that this is going to be a great complement to those. The shadow palette does have a bit of fallout though, and this card that comes with the palette, you really do want to follow this card. I tried to use the wet ones with a brush when it says, for best application, use your finger. The brush didn't do squat. It like tried to pick it up, but it just couldn't grip that formula very well, so you really do need to use your fingers, or just however this actually says to use it. So, that's all folks. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I hope you appreciated that I really did try to be honest with you about why I didn't get certain parts of this collection. I kind of feel like there's times where you start out with a bias and you just can't get over that hump, and I really didn't want to do that with these products. So let me know in the comments below if you guys have tried these, if you like them, if you don't like them, how you feel about them. And hopefully you also enjoyed the little sneak peek at my 2 little new adventurers. Thank you guys so much again for tuning in. I love every single one of you. If you guys like these videos, don't forget to give them a thumbs up and hit that subscribe button before you leave. I hope you guys are having an amazing week, and I will catch you in my next video. Bye guys.